السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. سلمى, how are you doing? This is Miss Nahla, the Opening Academy. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. I found that's a chance to give you today inshallah translation and tafsir for Surah Al-Nas, because we didn't take before any tafsir for the surah that we took. So inshallah we're gonna start from Surah Al-Nas. Here, يا سلمى, the word الناس mean the people. الناس are mankind or people. And here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala started the surah قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ النَّاسِ. قُلْ is an order to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam to say, and comes after him all the Muslims who read the Quran. That's an order to them as well. قل, say, أعوذ برب الناس. I seek refuge in the Lord of the mankind. I seek refuge in the Lord of mankind. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Rabb here is the Lord, one of the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Malik الناس, Malik الناس, the master of or the king of mankind. إله الناس, the God of mankind. Now I asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with his names. And then comes the dua, comes the words that I'm asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect me from. The things that I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect me from, which is الشيطان من شر الوسواس الخناس. I'm asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala here. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said من شر الوسواس الخناس. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect us from the evil, min shar, the evil of al-waswas, the whisperer, al-khannas, who withdraws or who have sneaky whispers. Here it means that, ya Salma, that when the shaitan whispers to us, what should we say? We should say, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. I seek refuge with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from the shaitan, to protect me from the whispers of the shaitan. So when I say this word, the shaitan withdraws, runs away, because he is afraid of the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, min sharri al-waswas al-khannas, from the evil of al-waswas, who is the whisperer, the shaitan, because that's a description for the shaitan, that he is al-waswas al-khannas, who have sneaky whispers, and who withdraws directly when I say أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس. Where does the shaitan whispers? He whispers in the breasts of people. يوسوس, whispers, في صدور الناس, in the breasts of mankind, or the chests of mankind. That's the place where he whispers. من الجنة والناس. Here, من الجنة والناس, we have two types. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned two types for the whispers. The first one is the unseen beings, who are the kind of shaitan, who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created them from fire, and we cannot see them. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect us from them. There is another kind of whisperers who are like the shaitan, who are the mankind, type of mankind, people who whisper to us to do bad deeds, who whisper to us to not encouraging us to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not encouraging us to be good people. So we should be away from them. Those are the bad companions, who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned them here, and that those are a kind like the shaitan, because they whisper to us like the shaitan, and those are the bad companion, and we should be away from them as much as we can. And we should choose the righteous people and the righteous companions to have their company. Okay, Salma, we're gonna stop here inshallah today for Surah Al-Nas. But before we finish, we need to put some questions. We have here, if we ask, get out from the surah 3 names for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What do you think? You will find number 1, Rabb is the Lord, Malik the king, ilah, the God. So those are three names for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taught us here in this surah, that we start the dua, and when we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we start calling Allah with his names. First, we said here, Allah said and taught us to say, قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ النَّاسِ مَلِكِ النَّاسِ إِلَهِ النَّاسِ, and then comes the dua, مِنْ شَرِّ الْوَسْوَاسِ الْخَنَّاسِ. So first we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with his names. We start, and this is how to be obedient in the dua. When you are making dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you should start asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala first with his names. Before you ask directly with whatever you wish from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you start calling Allah with his names, and then you say Allahumma salli wa sallim wa barik ala nabiyyina Muhammad, sending your blessings and peace to the Prophet Muhammad, and then you start asking Allah with whatever you wish. So that's for a dua. Also, we need to know that the shaitan is our enemy, and we should read this surah every day to be protected by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from the shaitan. It's a sunnah, mandatory, that the Prophet Muhammad sallam every day he used to read Surah Al-Nas in the morning, remembrance of Allah, Adhkar al-Sabah, and at the evening after Salat al-Asr, remembrance of Allah, Adhkar al-Masa. So we should read it every day so that Allah will protect us from the whispers of the shaitan. We read it every day 3 times with Surah قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ الْفَلَقِ and قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ, every one 3 times. So we should read this surah. It is so important to be protected from the sneaky whispers of the shaitan ar-rajim. Okay, ya Salma, try to write those questions and answer them again. I hope that you understood the surah. Inshallah, meet you soon. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.